living cheap in 2025, how it changed my life and my perspective on finances. What's going on, guys? Stealth Mods here. I'm bringing you guys a Call of Duty Modern Warfare remastered sniping gameplay commentary here. I think I go like 33 and 10 in this game. Really awesome gameplay, really consistent sniping. I absolutely love this game. I've been playing a ton of it recently. Just because, I don't know, I'm not really into the new Call of Duties or Battlefield or any of that. So we're sticking to an absolute classic. A lot of people back in the day, they either loved this game or hated it. I never really got to play much of it back in the day. So the last couple of years I've been playing at least a few games every day, and I'm still absolutely loving it. If you're ever on PS4, you'll still find tons of lobbies. The population is still very healthy in this game. So today's discussion is going to be how living cheap completely changed the way that I think, and basically how it's given me quite a financial platform to stand on, especially in today's economy. I mean, for my younger viewers out here, millennials and Gen Z, like this is something we like are very conscious about every day. But when it comes to like boomers and Gen Xers, they've already like had so much time to build their wealth, like back many years ago when financially the economy for them was financially like viable, especially like for middle class. I mean, if you come from a rich family, which clearly most of us don't, like you're literally just going to be fighting for your life out here financially. So I mean, you have to find different ways and get really creative on how you can basically get ahead and start saving. Your first step should be obviously a emergency fund, and then kind of building a backbone from there. But I mean, like, let's be honest, like, how are some of us actually doing that today? Because like most of us are paycheck to paycheck, and you're barely just surviving. I mean, wherever you're living, like you're probably like have some dead end job, probably paying like, if you're in America, maybe like what, less than $20. You're young, you just got out of college, you're living with like 3 or 4 roommates and a dehumidifier in the corner of your bedroom. Like you're barely getting by today. And so basically what I've done in my early 20s and mid 20s is I use this little bit of a life hack where I've just kind of suffered for many years at the beginning, which was basically just literally going balls to the wall, being cheap, like absolutely cheap. That means like no buying clothes, just thrift shop clothes, just paying my phone and internet, trying to find deals wherever I could, like just strictly meal prepping, buying groceries on sale. Doing this from my, I would say, early 20s, like 22, 23, all the way into my mid 20s has kind of like set me up in a way that I was able to take a few $1,000s, more than a few thousand, but quite a little bit of money that I had saved from like working and just being cheap, and I was able to kind of turn that around and start building like a small emergency fund and then a stock portfolio. I bought at a really good time, and then as I've been able to compound my wealth. I've been able to turn my situation into also launching my own private business that has went from me being negative cash flow all the way to now producing at least a few thousand as an entry-level business. But just this in and of itself, like, it was only possible due to the fact that I was able to be very conscious of where I was spending my money and understanding what's important and what's not important. There's, especially today's economy, like if you're young, like you got a lot of pressure, especially from your parents, people around you, your friends, and people around you. You kind of want to, you don't really want to look poor, and that's completely understandable. Like, I've been there too, but you have to understand that like true wealth is not just financial. True wealth is when you're comfortable with yourself, in a sense where like you don't really need the money to do the talking for you. Like, you know, like especially if like you've been into the fitness industry, if you've done like weightlifting for so many years, hopefully you are doing that as a guy. I feel like it's a must these days, especially to stand out. Or if you've done MMA, like, you know what I'm talking about, where like you don't really you don't really need the finances to kind of like walk the walk for you. Like, you are that, right? And when you're like that, like, then the money becomes secondary, right? And so when the money becomes secondary, you can start to implement the plan. That's kind of how I've changed my life, where like I don't need a fancy car, or I just drive, you know, a beat up old used car gets me to A to B. I'm able to save money, you know, stuff like that. Like, forget about like the Amazon deliveries and stuff like that. Like, that's kind of keeping you in credit card debt. Like, that's what keeps a lot of people stuck. And if, you know, if you can change even just a few areas, then you could get the compound effect of slowly starting to win the small battles in order for you to get to the next step, which is, okay, now you can start cash flowing with the money that you've saved and that you've slowly started to put in different areas. And this is only really possible if you're willing to sacrifice some amenities for just a few years. Remember, like, this is just getting down the basics and doing this for just maybe, you know, maybe 3 to 4 years, and in that 3 to 4 years you won't see a lot of progress, but at the end you definitely will. And doing this has definitely just completely changed the way that I think and the way that I operate day to day. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. I hope you guys are really enjoying the gameplay in the background too, guys. I really want to stress, I'm really loving Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. I mean, it is just so awesome to snipe in this game, and I love getting the gameplays for you guys as well. So also just leave down in the comments, you know, something relatable to our discussion today. You know, maybe give me your insight or your story or what your situation is, and definitely also leave down in the comments what I could improve about my videos. And if you guys want to see some different gameplays, I can definitely give you guys that as well. I'm also currently playing Far Cry 3. I can upload some Chivalry too. It's a little bit more modern, but for right now, I'm just gonna be posting some Call of Duty Modern Warfare, some sniping. So hopefully that will suffice as we continue with our journey. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming. Hopefully you got some insight, and if you guys are looking to work with me one-on-one, you can go ahead and shoot me a message on YouTube, and this way I can look at your situation and your finances and hopefully take you from paycheck to paycheck to making a couple hundred or even a couple thousand extra a month that you can be saving or investing. So thank you so much for watching, and see you guys tomorrow.